In the last episode, we started prepping the new vehicle for Season 3. This, a 1.1 2007 Kia Picanto, also known as the Biscuit Tin. And because we want to do a full van type build on this, we needed to rip the whole thing out. All door panels got taken off, any plastic panels on the inside, carpets got ripped up, and even the roof panel itself got taken down, just to give us full access to the vehicle, so we could then go in and give it a full layer of sound deadening panels and also a 6 and 12mm heat insulation panel layer. From there on in, it's all about the next stage. And I've got to be honest, in terms of the van build, this is the part I'm most excited about, because this is the part that makes it the difference between being a standard car camp build and a proper van build. Full electrics, and we're going full guns with it as well. We're not doing it half-hearted, and I should say a massive thank you to 12 Volt Planet for sorting me out with the majority of these parts. They've done me an absolute fantastic deal, and the guys and girls down there have been really helpful in letting me know what I needed now to put it all together. I'll leave a link in the description where you can go and check them out. They do full range of van electrics and awesome prices and deals. And I should say also a massive thank you to Andrew Grucott, who spent a lot of time putting together a full list of what I needed to order in terms of every single little detail. So Andrew, mate, I really did appreciate it, mate. And we're about to stick it all in. I'll show you where we're gonna put it in. And here's the thing as well, Andrew, because, and I should explain, Andrew was gonna help me put the electrics in first. And the original plan to put it in was to put it all under this floor, or rather this chair here. And now as we're slowly building it, it seems a lot more logical to put it into here. So yeah, even though I'd had somebody else, Andrew, offer to help me put the electrics in, it may have made things a little bit more difficult in terms of doing the actual build. But in terms of the electric, let's show you where we're at, because I'm pretty excited. I've showed you the lithium 2000 watt leisure battery that's going in the back of it before, but obviously we need the stuff to charge it and keep it running. So to start it off and get it charged, a DC to DC converter, and we're not messing about here. We're going Victron with all the parts. If you're into your van builds, let's be honest, Victron's top of the shop, and if you want quality, that's where you want to go. On top of the DC to DC converter, I've got a shunt where I can look at all details for all the electric, power going in, power going out on my mobile phone. Obviously we haven't gone for the big device with the screen on where you can see it all. This is obviously going to be on the mobile phone. We don't really have enough space to put that in there. On top of that, we're going to be using buzz bars as well instead of the big Victron units, and we're going to be using a smaller fuse box than you'd normally use as well. But the piece of resistance I really wanted to show you is this puppy. I mean, let's be honest, if you're doing a van build, there's one thing that everybody jumps at these days: solar power. And yep, we got it. The MPPT solar charger from Victron. We're going to be able to put some solar panels on the roof. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fantastic to be able to charge your battery while you're driving along, but it's also fantastic to have that little trickle of energy coming in just to keep your fridge running, or a few lights or bits while you're sat there doing nothing. Now here's the thing as well though, should explain with the solar, we probably won't be doing it in this episode. Obviously it's going to go on the roof, but I do have a couple of little bits extra that are going to go on the roof first, so we need to measure them up before we can decide how and what we're going to do with the solar. I think that's pretty much it. We're in a position now where we've got all the bits and boxes, and all we need to do is stick them somewhere in there. I'll go and grab the shoehorn and I think we can start. So regulars to the series will know I've also got a Ford Galaxy, but here's where the logic of converting the Kia Picanto before that comes into play. You see, the Kia was destined for the scrapyard, so we've no qualms with ripping it out or drilling holes in any place we want. And if you know van builds, these things can be really finicky and really time consuming. Running cables around certain areas and locating holes to feed stuff through, it can be a real pain. And the beauty of the Kia is it doesn't matter. We can just rip it out and drill holes wherever we want, which is exactly what we've done here. Rather than take the dash out and find the main loom and feed through there, we've just literally drilled a hole through the floor to feed our cable from the front battery all the way to the leisure battery. Once the main cable was in, Jason went ahead and started cutting a board up, and I gotta be honest, it looks a little bit of a messy job, I would assume, due to the size of the vehicle, but he's done a fantastic job sanding down the boards and such and making it look real tidy so we can get all the converters in and a few of the buzz bars. He then went ahead and started wiring just up the DC to DC converter at first so we could get the battery in and just do a little electrical test to see if we've got a flow of power or not. And using this massive 3000 kilowatt inverter, yeah, we were able to see that it's looking so far good and we got power coming in. One final little job we wanted to do on this day was get a few more lights in. We've still got the roof panel off, so it just seemed logical. We put 2 strip lights in before in the previous episode, but decided to put a third one in, and then 2 of these circular little lights. We've got like a touch on the ring. When you touch them, they go on and off. They really are quite funky. Unfortunately, I installed them, and you'll see in a couple of weeks' time that one of them's got a bit of an issue. But on this episode, they were looking fantastic and giving loads of light. But we were running out of light, and that was the end of the first day. So we have noticed this morning, and we've mopped it up already, but we've had an ingress of water down here this morning. I'm not entirely sure if it's come from around this rubber thing, so we Sikaflex that back in, and we're possibly going to Sikaflex these pop rivets from the underneath as well. There was quite a pool of water in here. Luckily enough, it wasn't up this end near the electrics, and it was just under the battery, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on it, but there may be somewhere else that this water's getting into. Everything else has been Sikaflex, the 2 slats that I put in, so it shouldn't be coming through these, but this was quite damp and wet, so could be the place it's coming in. So the first thing we wanted to do this morning is get this DC to DC converter properly set up and see if this amazing Kia Picanto 950 watt battery, yep, 950, can actually run the thing. I'm pretty sure there's RC cars that have bigger batteries than this, but hey ho. Right, so I'll probably try and show you this on the screen, but this is what's linking into the Victron shunt, which is going to show us all the power and all the gubbins. And at the minute, well, it's not found any devices, so that's not good. Oh, and also, I just turned my Bluetooth off and that's what it uses. Oh wow, we're straight in. So it's the Orion Smart. Yeah, I might blank that code off, I don't know why, but yeah, so we're straight into the shunt. Non-isolated, not entirely sure what that means. It's connecting. Oh, it needs a pin. Oh wait, let me see if I can work the password out. Oh yeah, 0000. Yeah, might have some teething problems. It's alright, we'll fix that in a minute. I think we'll try and just see if it's actually charging on the alternator first. So I have to be honest, it's a little bit of a nervy moment. I get the feeling I'm going to electrocute myself or something. Good job I didn't leave it in gear as well. Well, engine sounds good. Let's see what sort of voltage we're getting off it. Oh wow, no way. It's actually charging.
That's 14.6.
So we had a 13.3 before.
Well, that's what's coming off your alternator.
Yeah. So that's actually charging.
Well, I'm just trying to.
Oh, I see. So that's what's coming out the main battery.
It's not. Maybe because it's not Bluetoothed. It's not. It's still saying 13.31.
So that's not charging at the minute.
No. But
okay.
So it's not sending the signal out. So we've got 14.64 coming in.
Yep.
But we've only got still 13.31. So it's not giving me a thing. So we need to probably connect.
Okay. Oh wow. So some of you might know with these Victron DC to DC converters, you have to set all the parameters to link it in with your battery so it's got the proper settings so it can actually pull and charge the battery. And then we're going to have to get the Bluetooth linked to it so we can try and do that.
One eternity later.
Well, It's fair to say, Victron do make amazing equipment, but it seems to like to keep you on your toes as well. There is a sticker on the side of the actual DC to DC converter, somewhere down there, which has got the actual code on which we need to use. It seems it's not the default one. Fingers crossed this works. Oh, we're in. Oh my God, we've got power. Now we can really manipulate it and hopefully get it set up properly to actually charge from the battery. So all linked up and looking good, and I've got to be honest, this is what it's all about with this thing. Really good. I was really concerned because of the small battery that it was just going to kick in and drain everything the instant you turned on the car, but no, as you can see on the settings, you've got a delayed start voltage delay of well, it's like 120 seconds, so that's 2 minutes before it actually kicks in and starts charging the battery. This is a perfect little setup. I'm so excited. Right, we just need to work out how to set the parameters properly.
13.96.
Nice. So before we were pulling a 13.31, and now, as you can see, it's very, very near there, pulling 14, which means it's actually charging. I saw a 14. Oh, I'm so excited. 14.1. Oh, mate, it's going up. We'll be powering the whole of Leicester City by the end of the day with one battery. So now we've got the DC to DC converter all set up, parameters set and running smoothly. Jason wanted to crack on a little bit and try and get a few more jobs done before the day was out. Starting with another board to house the actual shunt and the fuse box. And just honestly, look at the quality of the build. I mean, it's just a little Kia Picanto, but smooth little corners, fits snugly and all sort of feathered off and nice. It's just a top quality little build. I'm really, really chuffed. Absolute top bloke. He does, however, and I'm sure he won't mind me saying, love a good amount of USB and 12 volt sockets in a build, which I'll realise when I've used this for a while, and we're getting a good amount in this build. I think I'm up to a total of about 5 12 volt sockets now, and possibly 6 or 8 USBs. Along with installing those, we also chucked in a final cable which is going to run to the inverter as a sort of on-off switch, and that was it. Another weekend done on the build. Well, another day and another mini mission with the Kia, and this one's quite paramount. It's like what I was saying at the start of the video. We want to get solar on the roof, but we can't do it until we've got what's going on the roof already on the roof. Basically, we need to know the dimensions so we can then work it all out. So it's time to go and get some roof bars. Might be a little bit difficult though. I mean, this is a Kia Picanto, and as you can see, there's no rails, there's no slots, there's no nothing. So I've had to order those special ones that go on the side, and I really, really hope I've ordered the right ones. Oh yeah, another thing with these roof bars, I'm going to try and see if I can get Halfords, where I'm picking it up from, to actually fit them for me. A couple of reasons have tweaked me back real bad, and I'm kind of in agony and don't want to rush or stretch around trying to put them up. But more importantly, I'm supposed to be picking the thing up tomorrow, so I need these bars on today. I don't want to be getting home tonight and finding out that they're a little bit finicky to fit, or I haven't got the right tool. So fingers crossed they can fit them for me. I tried to book it when I paid for them online, and there's supposed to be an option for booking them in for fitting, but it wasn't on these roof bars. I called the main depot because I couldn't get the phone number for this shop to see if they could organise it, and the best they could do was tell me to just come down and ask when I got down here. Let's hope they can do it, and let's hope it's not a 5-hour wait. Yeah, good and bad news. Got the roof bars. Yeah, I couldn't get them to fit him, but there is a geezer over yonder that's sort of guiding me on how to do it. Fingers crossed. Oh mate, I could have done with them fitting. They're supposed to be dead easy, but no, obviously they're finicky, aren't they? Give me a minute. Well, gotta be honest, confidence is waning. The instruction manual's telling me to set them to 96. Yeah, I'm going like just over 98, because they don't fit right. 96 are in the middle of the bloody roof. I need them on the side here, eh? Mate, once fitted, it seems alright. It was right, or they were right. They're not that difficult to fit. You just need half a brain cell. I'm still looking for mine, but I think what I'm going to do, go back to the homestead and fit it there, because then I can get a proper measurement with a tape measure and such, and yeah, just get them right. Mate, I'm stoked. Managed to do one myself. Right, let's get them finished. Damn man. I keep hearing some weird rattling as I'm driving back. I really hope it's not the roof bar. It seems secure. I'll tell you one thing though, not to sound too crude, but it's whistling like a bumhole in the wind. It's mad. It's got a little rubber strip and I didn't put it in. I might have to take it off and put the bloody thing in. Otherwise people are going to hear me coming from miles away. It's well random. Back at the homestead then, I've got to be honest, I'm pretty sure I know what that rattling is. Yep, there it is. Nightmare. That's constant. Oh mate, I wonder if there's a way I can actually turn that round or something. Especially when I put what I'm putting on the top, and I'm going to have to fill these gaps under here. That's proper whistling Dixie. It's a nightmare. Right, one more on the back. Some covers as well. Well, another day, but good news. The roof bars are finally on. A 20-minute job for Halfords. Took me 3 hours with running round and avoiding rain clouds and storms, but yeah, happy days. Even got the covers on, and in good time. I've got less than an hour to get up the road to Nottingham to pick up what's going on the roof. And yeah, mystery. Obviously, it's one or two things. It's either going to be a roof box or it's going to be a roof tent, but I'll be showing you in the next video exactly what it is. I think this is probably going to be a good point to end the episode. We've done a lot on the crib today, or the biscuit tin, but there's still a lot more to do. For now, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, all the good stuff, hit the like button, subscribe to keep up with the series, and definitely hit me in the comments. And as always, you know, take it easy, enjoy the camp, it's nearly done, and stay stealthy. All right.